Welcome to our Tisha B'av Shiur and phone conference. Okay, thank you for joining our Megillah's Eicha conference call. This teleconference and Shiur is dedicated in loving memory of our dear father, Rav Shlomo Zev and Baruch Yehuda Nudovik, whose yahrzeit was this past Thursday, Tisha on the 7th of Av. Abba married our mother 52 years ago, 2.5 years after my father passed away. And for 46 years, he and my mother, Aleh Shalom, raised 3 sets of children as one seamless family in an environment of mutual respect and Shalom Bayis. We started, the first year we did this year was during Shiva 7 years ago. The first night we came back from the cemetery, it was the night before Tisha B'av, and we learned between Mincha and Ma'ariv. The next night, we just decided to invite people to come, people who couldn't make it to shul for Eicha, to join us in a teleconference. We were very surprised. We had 200-300 people the first year. So in his memory, we decided to continue this. It should be a schus for Shlomo Zev and Baruch Yehuda. As in past years, we're going to start with some thoughts on Eicha and Tisha B'av. The overriding theme of Eicha is, of course, is mourning. It's about loss. It's about remembering the Beis HaMikdash. It's about remembering what we lost. And it rolled into that are a lot of other churbanos, a lot of other sad times during our history. Many tragedies, of course, as we all know, started on the day of Tisha B'av. And in past years, we've talked about the charge of our Nevi'im, our prophets, primarily Yirmiyahu and Yeshayahu. Yeshayahu's Haftarah we read today, his timeless words, and his words, and the two of them, Yeshayahu and Yirmiyahu, primarily talk about our values, about remembering the importance of kindness and empathy. And in today's Haftarah, the Yirmiyahu Yeshayahu expresses it rather harshly. Why do I need your karbanos? Sacrifices and things brought to the Beis HaMikdash were beautiful, but ultimately it was predicated on the notion that we're kind and compassionate to a widow, to an orphan, to people who don't have a voice. In past years, we've talked about the importance of standing with abuse victims, the importance of supporting people who are going through difficult times. There was a fantastic article in Mishpacha magazine. I really would encourage you to have a look. I'll post the link after this talk. It was written by my dear friend Baruch Cohen of Los Angeles. About him, actually, he wrote a book about the loss of his daughter Hindi, how the loss affected him, how he went through such a difficult time, his advice to people who are trying to comfort people who went through loss, and ultimately at the end, his resilience and strength, and the strength that he gave to others. And there are so many facets of this piece. One of the things that I've really been wanting to do for years is to talk about one of the unpleasant parts of the Gemara of Kamsa Ubar Kamsa that describes, it's a Gemara in Gittin, that describes the destruction of the Beis HaMikdash and talks about what led to that. And one of the very sad and frustrating and painful parts of that was the issue of the Baryonim, the Kanayim, the Zealots, who actually had a hand in destroying the Beis HaMikdash. The Gemara relates that there was enough food and sustenance for the city of Yerushalayim for 21 years, and these hotheads destroyed it, and how they troubled the Zakenim, Rav Yochanan ben Zakkai, and others. I would like to talk about that. I've been wanting to do it for years. I don't think now is the time. This evening is not the time for it. I'm going to be talking about it tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time with a practical advice to community members and families about what we could do to see that we stay on the path of our Nevi'im and we stay away from these types of extremism, and that's brought such devastation, not only that generation, but in other years. So tonight I'd like to talk about two things. First of all, about transmitting values, how we can transmit the values that our Nevi'im speak about, integrity, kindness, menschlichkeit, to our children and grandchildren. And I also would like to offer a short word of encouragement to step-parents, to people who are rebuilding their families. And I'd like to just offer some short thoughts on that. Twice a year, we do what in educational terms we call impoverishing the environment. Now, impoverishing the environment means that we take away all distractions. So, if you're teaching a class, one of the things you want to do is get stuff out of the way. Don't leave things on the whiteboard from the day before. Try to see that the children, your students, have just what they need to study and not other things. Again, in educational terms, it's called impoverishing the environment, making the environment poor, so to speak, and only to be able to focus attention on a lesson. And I often think of the Tanesim, the fast day, as impoverishing the environment. That's really what we're doing. We take away stuff that goes on in our daily life. We do it other times of the year, but the two main times where we have, the only times that we have a 24-hour period are Yom Kippur and Tisha B'av. And Yom Kippur is on a personal level, it's really about reflecting on our year, so to speak, taking stock of where we are and where we want to be. It's about doing tshuva, about repenting, about getting closer to God. And we impoverish the environment. There's no eating, there's no, other creature comforts. And it forces a level of reflection upon us that would be much more difficult if we had meals in our families and all those other things. I think Tisha B'av is really about mourning. It's about mourning our loss, like I said earlier. But as our Nevi'im remind us, it's really also about returning to the core values that our Nevi'im, that our prophets speak about. And I just wanted to share something that happened at our Yartzeit Suda for Abba 2 nights ago, and just share a reflection. We went around the table, and the children, Abba and my mother raised 3 sets of children. I think to the greatest credit to them was that the 2 generations of their children from all 3 families got together in a spirit of achdus and of unity to pay respect to Abba. And we went around the table. Everybody said a little story. Some of them said things that we heard, we didn't hear. So our youngest sister, Chansi Rosenberg, who lives in Flatbush, got up and related a story, and that triggered my thinking for tonight's talk. She related how she was in Eretz Yisrael in Israel for her post-high school year. She was in seminary for her post-high school year, and while she's younger than the rest of us, she's still a grandmother. And she was relating the change. Those days, people didn't make overseas phone calls that much. It was mostly letter writing, and even that was whenever one got to write a letter. So Chansi called my parents every Rosh Chodesh. It was a lot of money. You had to go to the post office to some other place. It was certainly not like today. It was a lot of money. It's very expensive. And Chansi mentioned that someone found out, that one of her friends found that there was a phone booth in Israel near their seminary that wasn't working that well, and you were able to, asimonim were the coins that they used to put in. There was like a special token. And you put a token in Israel that lasted you a couple of minutes for a local call. If it was overseas, you had to really just pop them in, and they weren't that inexpensive. So they found a phone that worked only on one asimon. You put in asimon, you were able to call America or England or Europe or wherever. You were able to call for a much longer period of time. And so Chansi called my parents, Abba and my mother, on a non-Rosh Chodesh night and said, hey, how you doing? So why are you calling now? It's not Rosh Chodesh. The answer was, well, we got this phone. And my mother wrote to Chansi every single week. Abba didn't write like many fathers, you know. My mom was doing all of that stuff. So Chansi got a letter from Abba, and he wrote, of course, you know, the pleasantries, and then he wrote about he wanted her to let him know how much that phone call cost. And because he wanted to send some money to the Israeli phone company. And she spoke about what a message that was to her. You know, it was a double message. It was one about just integrity that Abba was extraordinary about. That was a tremendous core value of his. But it also struck her, it was about Eretz Yisrael. That was the second thing about, you know, both my parents had such pride in Eretz Yisrael and Israel, and they felt so connected, you know, buying bonds, planting trees, all of it, and then some. And they were so proud of the country, and it was just inconceivable to him that something would be done to do something, would take money from a company in Israel, not properly. And, you know, it got me thinking. I was listening to it. I had never heard the story. It was perfectly congruent with Abba's life. But what is on my mind often is how do we transmit values to our children? And how do we get this over to the next generation? We know preaching usually doesn't work. These long lectures don't work. What does work? So I want to share with you a thought from Rav Moshe Feinstein, Zatzal, and a short thought to step-parents, and then we'll read the Megilah. Rav Moshe Feinstein says that he quotes the Chazal, the comment from our sages, that the Jews, the Bnei Israel in the Midbar, the Jews in the desert, got two types of main sustenance. They got bread and water from God, from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So the bread came in the form of the manna from heaven, that came directly from God without an intermediary, and the water was given through Moshe Rabbeinu, okay, through Moses. So why did the bread come directly from God and the water through an intermediary? So Rashi, the main commentary on the Chumash, on the Bible, Rashi says that it was midah k'neged midah. It was congruent. Why? Because when Avram Avinu, when Abraham was visited by the three malachim, by the three angels, it says ve'ekcha pas lechem, I will bring you bread. The bread was brought. He said, I will bring you in the first person. And whereas the mayim, it says, Yukach no ma'at mayim, let water be brought by someone else. So God did the same thing. Hashem gave the bread directly to the Jews himself, just like Avram did to his guests. But the water was given through an intermediary, in this case, through Moshe Rabbeinu. So Rav Moshe asks the question, it says by the meat, that vayitin el ha'na'ar lasos oso. He gave the meat to the nar, the youngster. And Rashi says that this youngster was Yishmael, his son, Avram's son, Ishmael, kidei lechanchoi b'mitzvos, in order to train him in the observance of mitzvahs, of positive commandments. So Rabbi Moshe Feinstein asks the question, well, if he did it for the right reasons, so why did the Jews, so to speak, get punished? They got a secondary water through a shliach, they got water through a messenger, through Moshe, not directly from God. He did it for all the right reasons. He didn't do it because he was lazy. So Moshe says that the message is that there's two types of chinuch, there's two types of education. One type is what we tell people to do, what we tell our kids, our students to do, and a much higher level is when they watch us. So that was the Midah Keneged Midah. In other words, it was nice that he told Yishmael to do it, but we should understand that it's not on the same value as things that he did himself. So actually at Abba's Hakamas Matzeva, at the unveiling of his monument at his gravesite, I repeated this thought and I asked a short question, and I think it's so congruent with everything Abba stood for. So I asked a simple question, so why do we bother talking, right? If talking is secondary and them watching us is the main thing that they do, that they glean information from and their values from, so why do we talk? Why don't we just do things and they'll pick it up? And I said, I think what I believe to be true, that children aren't old enough to get to that level, to remember what we do, to watch what we do. And if we don't instruct them and sometimes even discipline them, encourage them, a lot of different things that we do, they just won't get it by themselves. But don't fool yourself into thinking that that's going to be the long-term memory. And the long-term memory are things that we do. Just like Hansi remembered that story with Asimon, with her Israeli phone call. And I think it's an important message for parents as we think about, on Tisha B'av, about what is it that our Nevi'im, our prophets, want us to think about and how they want us to live our lives. And this reminder is that we shouldn't get discouraged when we don't see our children doing these things right away. That's not the way of the world. They're kids. Kids are kids. We should talk, we should instruct, we should direct, discipline wisely and gently, but just understand that that's not a long-term solution. The long-term solution is really that we live the type of lives that reflect these values: empathy, kindness, integrity, treating people as best we can. And that's the way to really have a long-term impact and give over these values that we so desperately want our family members to live with. A very short note to step-parents. Parenting is hard. Parenting adolescence is very hard. Parenting as a step-parent and getting kids through adolescence and on the way to marriage and life, it is very challenging. And, you know, the reality of step-parenting is you're usually getting kids that are going through stuff. The children, you know, I speak from personal experience, they're thrashing around, they're trying to figure it all out. It's really, I don't want to discourage anyone from remarrying. I think you should, if at all possible. But just understand what you're getting into. Not only are you parenting kids who aren't your biological children, it is a new, you know, an adjustment period. It also winds up that you're parenting kids who've gone through either a divorce or a death in the family, a death of a parent. It's not an easy thing to do. So I just want to encourage you, just like I mentioned before about the short term and the long term, I really believe that the stuff that worries us, you know, the quarreling, especially with teenagers, and the inevitable stuff that we are preoccupied with and frighten us. And honestly, my own experience in the long term, kids don't remember that, obviously, as long as you're gentle about it. But I think that what the children will judge you on long term is, did you make every decision with my best interest in mind? Did you protect me to the best you could from all the churn that was in my life at the time? Did you do your best to protect me, to keep my best interest in mind? And really, that's all that matters. You know, I speak as an adult. When I think of Abba, when I think of what my parents accomplished, they weren't perfect. They made lots of mistakes. We made lots of mistakes. I wish there's a lot of things that I could take back from, you know, that I did during those childhood years. But they did the best they could with what they have, and that's all that matters to me. And I have nothing but the most incredible respect and gratitude to Abba for what he did, for the family they raised. And I really encourage their parents to keep that in mind. Play the long game. Do what you have to do short term. Get as much help as you can. But realize that ultimately at the end of time, that's what the kids are going to judge you on. Did you have my best interest in mind, and did you have my back? So again, I wish all of you, all of us, we should spend this day reflecting. We should mourn as we should be doing today. And may Hashem comfort us with the building of the Beis HaMikdash. I'm going to start Eicha now, and just remind everyone what I said before. At 2 o'clock tomorrow, I'll be doing another teleconference and a video chat on the subject of the Baryanim and the subject of the whole issue of extremism, its dangers, and what we could do as individuals and as community members to keep far away from it. Eicha can be found at the end of Chumash Devarim in most Chumashim. Eicha yashva vadad ha'ir abasiyam haisa kalmana rabasi vagayim sarasi b'amedinais haisa lamas b'chai sichbe balayla v'demasah alechiyah ein lach menachem mikol oiveha kol rayeho bagduva hayulah laivim Galsa Yehuda, may I near may Rai Vavaida, he Yashra Vagayim, Lai Matza Manayach, Kol Raid Fer Siguha, Bein Hamtzarim, Darkei Tzia in Avelais, Mibli Bamayed, Kol Shareha Shaimemin, Kayaneha Nenachim, Vesulaiseha Nugais, Vihimarla, Hayut Tzareha Lerai, Sheveha Shalo, Ki Adonai Haiga al Raif Pishaeha Oileleha Chal Chushvi Lifnei Tzar Vayetze Mi Bas Tzion Kol Hadara Hayu Sareha Ka'ayalim Lai Matzu Mireh Vayelchu V'lai Kayach Lifnei Raidev Zachra Yerushalayim Yimei Anya Umrudeha Koil Machmudah Asher Hayu Mimei Kedem B'Nefail Ama B'Yatzar Ve'ein Oizer La Ra'u HaTzarim Sachaku Al Mishpateha Chet Chata Yerushalayim Al Kein L'Nida Hayasa Kol Machbadeha Hiziluha Ki Ra'u Ervasa Gam Hi Nenacha V'Tashav Achar Tumasah V'Shuleha Lai Zachra Acharisa V'Teired Pilaim Ein Menachem La Re'ei Adonai Esani Ki Higdil Ayev Yadai Paras Tzar Al Kol Machmadeha Ki Ra'asa Gayim Ba'u Mikdasha Asher Tzivisa La Yavayu V'Kahal Lach Kol Ama Nenachim V'Akshim Lechem Nasno Machmadehem Ba'Eichel Lahashiv Nafesh Re'ei Adonai V'Habita Ki Hayisi Zayleila La Yal Aleichem Kol Oivrei Derech Habitu Uru Yesh Machoiv Kemachoivi Asher Oilal Li Asher Haiga Adonai B'Yayim Charai Napai Mimaraim Shalach Eish Ba'atzmoisai V'Yirdenu Paras Reshes L'Raglai Hashivani Achar Nisanani Shaimema Kol Hayayim Dava Nishgahad Oil Pishai B'Yadai Yistargu Allah Alu Al Tzavri Hichshil Kaichi Nisanani Adonai B'Yidei La'uchalkum Silu Kol Avirai Adonai B'Kirbi Kiralai Mayed Lishbar Bachurai Gas Tarach Adonai Livsulas Bas Yehuda Alei Le Ani B'Chia Eini Yardi Mayim Kirachak Mimeni Menachem Meshiv Nafshi Hayu Vanai Shaimemim Ki Gavar Aryev Persa tzion biyadeh, ein menachem la, tziva Adonai liyakov savivav tzarav, haisa Yerushalayim linida beinehem. Tzadiku Adonai kipiu marisi, shemuna kol ha'amim, uru machayvi. B'sulaisayu b'achurai holchu v'ashevi, karasi l'ma'ahavai hei marimuni. Kai ha'ana neuz kainai ba'ir gavo, kivikshu Eicha lamai, v'yashivu es nafsham. Rei Adonai kitzar li, me'ai chamar maru, nehepach libi b'kirbi, ki marai marisi, michutz shiklach erev, abayis kamaves, shamu ki ne'enachani, ein menachem li, kol oyevai, shamu rasi sasu, ki ata asisa. Hevesa yom karasa viyu chamaini. Tavai kol rasam lefanecha v'ailel lamai, kasher ailal tali al kol peshai. Ki rabbi san choisai v'libi davo. Eicha yoiv b'apai Adonai es bas Tzion, hishlich mishamayim eretz tiferes Yisrael, v'loi zachar hadoim raglav b'yayim apai, bila Adonai v'loi chamal, eis kol na'os Yakov haras be'evrasai, miftzerei bas Yehuda, Higia la'aretz, chilel mamlacha v'sareha, gada b'chariyav, koil keren Yisrael, heishiv achar yeminai, mipnei oyev, vayivar b'Yakov ke'esh lahava, nachlas aviv, derach kashtai ki oyev, nitza yeminai kitzar, vayaharai kol ma'achmadei ayin, v'oihel bas Tzion, shafach ka'esh chamasai. Haya Adonai ke'oyev bila Yisrael, bila kol amron haiseh, shiches mivtzarav, vayarev v'bas Yehuda, ta'aniya v'aniya, vayachmois kegan sukai, shiches mayadai, shikach Adonai b'tzion mayed v'shavos, vayinatz b'zamapai, melech v'chayein. Zanach Adonai mizbachai ni'er mikdashai, hiskir b'yadayev, choymais armanaiseh, kail, nasnu b'veis Adonai, ki yoymayeh. Chashav Adonai lashchis choymas bas Tzion, natakav lo yeshiv yadai mibaleya, v'yevel chel v'choymah, yachdav umlalu, tavu va'aretz shareha ibad v'shibar bricheha, malkah v'sareha v'agayim ein toira, gam neviyeha lematzu chazai me'adonai. Yeshvu la'aretz yidmu ziknei bas Tzion, helu afar al raisham, chagru sakim, haridu la'aretz raishan, B'sulais Yerushalayim, kalu badma'is einai chamam reyai, nishbach la'aretz kivedi al shever basami, ba'atei failel v'yonek, b'chayvais kirya, li'maisam yemru, ayei dagan v'yai, b'satfam b'chal kechalil b'chayvais b'shtapeach nafsham, El chei ki maisam, ma'idech ma'adam elach, habas Yerushalayim, ma'ashvelach, va'anachmech b'sulas bas Tzion, ki gadol kayam, shivrech mir palach, nevi'ai chazulach, shav v'safel, v'lo gilu alav einech, lo hashiv shvusech, v'yechazulach, Masais shav u'maduchem, safku alayich kapayim kol ovrei derech, sharku v'yaniu raish sham al bas Yerushalayim, hazai sa'ir, shayemru kalilas yofi, masais l'chal haaretz. Patzu alayich pihem kol oivayich. Sharku v'yachgeru shein, amru bilanu, ach zeh hayayim. Shekivinu matzanu ra'inu, asa Adonai asher zamam. Pizza emrasai asher tziva mimei kedem, haras v'lo chamal. Vayisamach alayich hayev, heirim keren tzarav. Tzak liba mel Adonai, chaymas bas tzion. Hayridi kanachal dima yemam v'layla, al tidnu fugas lach, al tidaim basenech. Kumi rani balayla, l'roish ashmarois. Shivchi kamayim libech, noichach p'nei Adonai. Sei elav kapayich, al nefesh oilalayich. Ha'atufim barav, b'roish kol chutzas, v'rei Adonai v'habita. Lumi elal taka, im techalna nashim peryam, ma'lalei tipuchim, im yarei, b'mikdash Adonai, kayhen v'navi, shachvu l'eretz chutzaytz nar v'zakein, b'sulay sayu b'acharai, naflu b'charif. Arakta b'yayim apecha, tavachta loichamot, tikra, ki yayim ayed migurayim isaviv, v'lai haya. B'yayim afad aynai, polit v'sarid, asher tipachti v'ribisi, oivi kilam. Ani hagever ayni, b'shevet evrasai, oisi nahag v'yavele choshech v'lai ar, ach ki bi yashov, yahapoich yadai kol hayayim, bila v'sari v'ayri, shibar atzmaisai, bana alai, v'yakef raish usala, v'machak Hashem hoshivani, Kimesei oilam gadar badi v'loi eitzeich bid nachashti gam kiazak v'ashaveya shasam tefilasi gader derachai bagazis nesivaisai iva doi v'arev huli ari b'mistarim derachai sarer V'yefashcheni samani shameim derach kashtoi v'yitziveni kematara lachatz hevi b'chil yosai b'nei ashpasai hayisi sechait l'chol amid neginasam kol hayayim hishbani b'amararim hirvani la'ana v'yagreis b'chatzat shinai hichbishani ba'efer v'tiznach mishalayim nafshi nashisi taiva v'amar oivad nitzchi v'soichalti mi'adonai zachar ani umrudi la'navarash zachar tisgar v'sashayach alai nafshi zais ashiv libi al kein oichi Chastei Adonai ki lo samnu ki lo chalu rachamav Chadashim labakarim Rabba munasecha chelki Adonai amra nafshi al kein oichil li Toiv Adonai l'koivav l'nefesh tidrashenu Toiv v'yachil v'dumam Lishuas Adonai Toiv lagever ki yisa el banurav Yeshev badad v'yidaim ki natal alav Yitain ba'afar pihu ulai yesh sikva Yitain l'makehu lechi yisba b'cherpa Ki lo yiznach li oilam Adonai Ki im haiga v'richam k'rayv chasadav Ki lo inami libi v'yege b'nei ish L'dakei tachas raglav kol asirei aretz La'atois mishpat gover neged p'nei elyain La'aveis adam b'ribai Adonai lo ra'ah Mizeh amar vatehi Adonai lo tziva Mipi al yain loiseitze harais v'hatayv. Ma yisanein adam chai gever al chatav. Nach besadracheinu v'nach kaira. V'nashuva ad Adonai. Nisa levavenu al kapayim. El bashamayim. Nachnu pashanu marinu. Ata loisalach. Sakaisa ba'af betidefeni. Haragta loichamalta. Sakaisa v'anan lach. Me'avar tefila. Sichi umais. Tisimeni bekerev ha'amim. Patzu aleinu. Pihem kol oyevenu. Pachad ufachas. Hayolanu hashes v'hashaver. Palgimayim teirei deini al shever basami. Eini nigra. V'loisid me'ein hafugais. Ad yashkef yere Adonai mishamayim. Eini oilalalu nafshi mikal b'nais iri tzad tzaduni katzipar oivaychinam tzamsu babar chayai vayadu even bi tzafu mayim al raishi amarti nigzarti karasi shemcha Adonai mibar tachtiyais kaili shamata al ta'alei maznacha L'rav chasi, l'shavasi, karafta b'yom ekre'eka, amarta al tira, rafta Adonai. Rivei nafshi, ga'alta chayai, re'isa Adonai avasasi, Shifta mishpati, Ra'isa kol nikmasam, kol machshavaisam li, Shamata cherpasam Adonai, kol machshavaisam alai, Sifsei kamai vehegyainam alai, kol hayim, Shiftam v'kimasam habita ani, manginasam, Tashiv lahem gemol, Adonai k'maaseh yedehem, Titain lahem Megilah slave, talascha lahem, tirdai v'af v'sashmidem, mitachas shemei Adonai. Eicha yuam zahav, yisne hakesem hatav, tishtepachna avnei kodesh, b'raish kal chutzais, b'nei tzion hayikarim, Hamasulayim bapas, Eicha nechshavu l'nivlei cheres, Maaseh yidei yotzeh, Gam sanim, Gam tanim cholzu shad, Heimiku gureihem, Basami la'achzar, Kayenim bamidbar, Devak l'shayin yoineg, El chikai batzama, Oylalim shalu lechem, Paireis ein lohem, Ha'eichlim l'madanim, Nashamu bachutzais, ha'umanim alay tzayla, chibku ashbatais, v'yigdal avoin basami, mechatais, stoim, mechatais edaim, ha'ufucha kamay rega, v'loy chalu v'yadayim. Zaku nizireha misheleg, tzachu mechalav, Otmu etzem mipninim, sapir gizrasam, Chashach mishchar ta'aram, loy nikro bachutzais, Tzafad ayram al atzmam, yavei shaya ka'etz, Toivim hayu chalalei cherev, yichalalei ra'av, Shehem yazvu medukarim, mitnuvais sadai, Yidei Hashem Rachman Yais, Vishlu Yildehen, Hayu levarais lamai, Vishever basani. Kila Adonai es chamasai, Shafach charainapai, Vayetzes eish b'tzion, Vatoichal yisoidoseh, Lo yeminu malkchei eretz, Kol yoshrei sevel, Ki avoy tzar vayev, Visharei Yerushalayim, Mechatais nevieha, Avainais kayanecha, Hashevchem b'kirba dam tzadikim, No ivrim bachutzais, Megilah badam, below yichlu, yigu, below shehem, suru tamei, karu lamai, suru altigo, kinatsu gamno, amru vagayim, lo yosifu lagor, pnei adonai chilkam, lo yosef lahabitam, pnei kayanim lo nasau, uzkenim lo chananu. Oideinu tichlena einenu, el ezraseinu, hav b'tzipiyaseinu tzipinu, el goy lo yoshiha. Tzadu tzadenu, mileches b'rechayvayseinu, karav kitzeinu, malu yameinu, kiva kitzeinu. Kalim hayu raidefeinu, minashrei shamayim, al heharim dilakunu, bamidbar arvulanu, ruach apeinu, Mashiach Adonai, nilkad b'shchisaysam. Asher amarnu B'tzilai nechya v'agayeh Sisi v'simchi b'asedaim Yosheves be'eretz otz Gam alayich taver kois Tishkiri v'sisari Tam avayneich b'asiyain Lo yosef lahagloisech Pakad avayneich b'asedaim Gila al chatasayich Zachar Adonai mehayalanu habita orei es cherpaseinu Nachalaseinu nebchol azarim Bateinu lenachrim Yisayimim hayinu ve'einav Imaiseinu kalmanais Memeinu bekesef shasinu Eitzeinu b'mechir yavayu Al tzavareinu nirdafnu Yaganu v'loihu nachlanu Mitzrayim nasanu yad Ashur l'svayalachem Avaiseinu chatu ve'inam V'anachnu avainesehem savanu Avadim ashluvanu Pairek ein miyadam V'nafsheinu navi lachmeinu Mipnei cherev hamidbar Areinu kisanur nichmeru Mipnei zalafa israv Nashim b'tziyaininu b'sulais bare Yehuda Sarim b'yadam nislu P'nei zekenim loy nehdaru Bachurim tachayin nasau Unarim be'ez kashalu Zekenim ishar shavasu Bachurim miniginasan Shavas masais libeinu Nehepach level nechoylein Nafla teres reishenu, Aina lahanu kichatan, Al zeh hayad aveli beinu, Al eile chashchu einenu, Al hartzion shesh ameim, Shualim hilchuvai, Ata Adonai loilam teshev, Kisacha ledarvada. Lama v'netzach tishkachenu, Tazveinu li'arech yameh, Hashiveinu Adonai elecha v'neshuva, Chadesh yameinu kekedem, Ki yemais mastanu. Katzafta aleinu ad ma'ai, Hashiveinu Adonai elecha v'neshuva, Chadesh yameinu kekedem. I wish everyone a meaningful and easy fast. Again, 2 p.m. tomorrow Eastern Time, I'll be doing a talk on extremism and the story of the Baryanim and their hand in the destruction of the Beis HaMikdash. Have an easy and meaningful fast, everyone.